Well, hello everybody. It's Mac here. Just wanted to come on and say hi and give you a few updates. I did a video. It's been 3, 4, probably 5 days ago, maybe. And something happened. My phone it corrupted somehow, so I couldn't do anything with it. I just had to delete it. But I had made one talking about how the dirt pad was finally looking good. Things are working out that way, and just giving some of those updates. But we got something a little bit better. We got some concrete. We got our pad poured. They got the sewer rough out done. There's a couple of, you can see these gray with the red tape on them, those pipes there for some electrical, the conduit, so I can run electrical under my, I've got kind of an island. The other one's just an L-shaped cabinet in the kitchen. We're not going to have any upper cabinets. They're all going to be just on the ground level. So that's all that stuff we're going to have there. But yeah, they poured the concrete this past Tuesday. It is Friday evening here in East Texas right now, so that's when I'm recording this. But so yeah, it's coming together. We look at this and we look at that, or as we kind of walk around, and we're thinking, man, it just doesn't look like we're going to have as much room as our plans say we will. I guess once we kind of start putting up getting the walls framed, once the building's erected, it'll kind of, we'll start to see a little bit more. It's kind of hard to see in some of the spots right now, but if we really put our minds to it, it'll start to come together. But yeah, we spent actually today we watered it a couple times this morning, or once this morning, before we had to go to run some errands, and I had a doctor appointment. But we watered it, and then I asked my crews for the building. I asked him about it, and he was like, "Nah, if you can probably stop now. You should be good. It should be about as cured as it's going to be, as far as the heat releasing and all that stuff. It still needs, what is it? I think 20-something days before it's like fully cured, is what they said. But as far as the cracks from the heat, that they said we should be pretty good for that. So they told us we could stop watering it. There are some cracks. A lot of them are just real superficial. There's one that's going to be in the garage area that's pretty significant. I don't know what the heck happened there, but within, I want to say 2 or 3 hours, when they left, we were actually gone. We had ran to the store. I wanted to grab a splitter to run off my well so I could run another hose off of it. And then I've got 2 100-foot hoses that came back here, and I put a spray nozzle on that, and that's how we were watering the pad here. So, but like I said, they said we can stop doing that. So we're waiting. Tuesday they will start delivering they keep saying the structure steel. So all the support beams, all the stuff that's going to support all the tin metal sheets. They're going to deliver that Tuesday, and they're saying somewhere, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, they'll have crews out here that'll start erecting that stuff. And then I don't know exactly when the rest of the tin and the gutters, and I don't know all these technical terms, but all the other metal, I don't know exactly when that's going to show up yet. But they're saying probably 3 to 5 weeks, and they'll have everything up. They're doing all the doors. They're doing the garage doors. They're doing the windows. They're installing all that. When they're done with it, our shell of our barn dominium will be 100% complete. And then we can start getting our stuff, the wood and stuff, to start getting on the inside. I think I can start right then with the spray installation. I'm waiting on my installation guy to get back to me. I've asked him that question, and he just hadn't responded yet. If he has today, I haven't checked my email because we've been gone doing errands all day. We were looking at countertops earlier. We went in another store and looked at a bunch of fixtures for we only need one more bathroom. We need the kitchen stuff. We need all of the shower bathroom stuff, as far as the bathtubs, showers, things like that. As far as kitchen, or not kitchen, but the bathroom faucets, we've got all that stuff. Like I said, except for one of them. We found one of those clearance racks at the Lowe's, I don't know, probably 3 weeks ago, and we ended up saving more money than we spent. So that's kind of a good find. I didn't even know that Lowe's did that stuff, but yeah, they had a little clearance rack sitting there and had a bunch of faucets sitting on it. So we grabbed those. An update on the round pen: I have gotten all the stumps pulled out of it. I was going to do some working on it today. Yesterday it was really cold. Actually, the last 2 days, and I say really cold. It was, I think the high was in the 60s one day, and it was like 48 or something the next. So I don't like the cold, so I didn't come out here and work on it then. But I was going to work on it some today. And again, we were gone all day with errands. We left the house at 8 o'clock, and I got back at, I don't know, 5:45 or something. So, but anyway, so I'm gonna try to work on the round pin tomorrow. As far as working the dirt, smoothing it out, there's still, a lot of, I got the stumps out of the ground, but some of the roots from those stumps are still there. There's a bunch of Yopon roots that are still there, so I've got to use the box blade to get all that stuff out. And then after I get those out, that's what I'm gonna concentrate on, really kind of leveling it and spreading that dirt around, packing that dirt in where I dug all those stumps up. There's some softer spots. The tractor doesn't do bad with them, but when a horse steps there, I don't need the horse sinking down in those spots. So I've got to get all that stuff really packed in. So I'm going to try to get that done. My wife would like to have poles in the ground by the end of the weekend, which we're going to cement those in. So I've got to go get some cement tomorrow with some other things. So we're going to get that stuff. So hopefully we'll have some more updates, maybe next week, midweek, something like that. I'm going to try to do a couple more videos, or some more videos rather, of with the building going up, showing some of that progress. I started researching some other video equipment also. Right now I'm just using my cell phone and it works fine, but I can't, I don't have a way to mount it, to my tractor when I'm digging up these stumps or when I'm working the round pin. I don't have a way to mount that thing. So we started looking at, I found a camera that, came highly recommended, but I wouldn't have a way to mount that to the tractor. So I started looking at one of these action, I think they call them action video cameras. There's all kinds of brands out there. None of them sponsor me or help me out, so I'm not going to help them. But so I started looking at some of those. My wife found one that's got this accessory kit that's got tripods and it's got little mounting brackets. And I mean, shoot, some of those things I could put it on my chest or put it on my head or whatever. So I know with some of those, I'll be able to put that, I'll be able to mount that to the tractor. So you can kind of see what's going on. That's more of what I want to be doing versus just sitting here talking all the time. So once I start showing some of the action of what's going on here, maybe some more people will start kind of filtering in, and we'll start getting some stuff like that. But I got some cleanup to do around the house pad. They came and took the Bobcat a little bit earlier than expected. I'm gonna have to zoom in to get the sun out of the way, but you can see all the dirt piles there. They had a big old, at the end of the front porch pad, they had a big old, horseshoe shaped kind of thing of dirt, or I'm sorry, concrete there. So I've got to get that concrete up, and I've got just some other random junk and stuff that, has been laying around. So I've got to get to cleaning that up. And like I said, Tuesday they're going to deliver the metal. That way when they get here, they don't have to deal with all that stuff. So I won't get to take the weekend off. But again, we had a couple of really cold days where I did take off. So it'll do me some good to put in some hours this weekend. Using the Kubota, working the round pin because it's got the box blade on it. I'll use the other one to get this dirt and stuff out of the way, get that spread out. I'll, put it, I don't know, I'll put it somewhere. I'm going to need it. I may use it for the horse stalls. We're still working on kind of building ravines to keep the water out of the horse stalls, because right now there's, especially the girls, the water just kind of flows right in. The way it runs down the slope, it flows right into their stalls. So I've got to get a little berm built. So we've been doing some of that with some of the dirt, but I've got more dirt now to move, so that'll help out. So, so yeah, we got the pad, the slab, I should say, not the pad. The pad's the dirt. The slab is the concrete. So we're super excited. You know, once, and like I said, I did that other video and I described it as being over the moon, you know, and we really are. We finally got in progress after, shoot, about a month of this getting delayed with rain and just issues with the ground being wet and the pad retaining some water in a couple of spots. We finally got those dried out. You know, I showed you the other video where I covered it with some plastic when we had 2 or 3 days of rain that we had. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I got those spots covered up so they could stay dry. And it worked. It worked. So we got concrete. We got like I said, the sewer roughed in. And man, oh man, it just, you know, we get a couple things knocked off the list, and, you know, 14 things pop onto the list, you know. So now we got the concrete and the buildings coming. Now we got to start looking at, you know, getting our ideas, looking at our plans, and, you know, because we're going to do the framing, we're going to do the electrical. We've got a quote for the plumbing already. I'm waiting on 2 or 3. I don't remember that. I have to look in our book that we're keeping, but I'm waiting on 2 or 3 quotes to come back for some HVAC. We've already gotten the bid on the insulation. I've told that guy I want to go ahead and move forward. Kind of asked him a few clarifying questions, and like I said, I'm just waiting on him to get back to me now. We're gonna, I don't know, we're kind of debating about getting a quote to stain the floors, or we're debating between getting a quote. We've heard it's really expensive. We've heard, you know, between $450 and $550 a square foot, and we got the interior is going to be $29.94. So that's a good little chunk of change right there, and I don't know that we want to spend that to get that stuff done. But then we're going to look into epoxy in the garage, and again, maybe getting it done by somebody. You know, we don't know. I've heard that the epoxy stuff is a little bit easier to do because with the staining, you gotta sand the floors down to get the stuff, and then you got to get, you know, if there's any kind of oil or other kind of stains, whatever kind of, you know, material you've got in the concrete, you've got to get all that stuff up for the stain to fully do its job, you know. And then you stain it, then you got to seal it, and there's a lot that goes into it. But we've got nothing but time. But some of that stuff may be, you know, not having the correct equipment. You know, she saw a video. My wife was looking at this. She saw a video where somebody had a 5-inch orbital sander, and they were sanding their floor with that. And again, $29.94 square feet. I'm not doing that with a 5-inch orbital sander. I told her, I was like, there is no way that I would ever. No, not doing it. So we started looking at a couple others, and we found one that's an 8-inch. It's like a belt sander kind of thing, but it's for the concrete. But then I've heard they make bigger ones that are like, I don't know, I would say for the military folks out there, the buffers we used to use on the barracks, you know, where you can put I don't know what those were, 10, 12, 14-inch disc on it and sand that way. And that probably wouldn't be horrible. You know, you can start a little bit rough, get to work it till you get to the smooth stuff, you know. I don't know, probably wouldn't, a couple days, maybe a few days, I don't know. That seems more doable. We just got to find one of those. And we've had other things we've been looking at. You know, like I said, today we were doctor's appointments and plumbing store and granite. It wasn't really a store. It's kind of weird, but, you know, people were nice enough, but all the granite was outside, like just under like a lean-to. So we looked at some. We found some that we really liked, and it was actually, she measured our square footage for our countertop off the plans, and it was much cheaper than what we were thinking it would be. So, so we're kind of excited about that, you know, getting some custom cabinets that we've got done or getting done, and the countertops. The granite. I'm pretty sure it was granite. But anyway, so those are my updates. Again, it's Friday evening. Let's see, not quite as pretty as it could be, but there's the sunset looking west from Comus Nil, Texas. We've had, so there's not really any clouds to kind of help soak in some of those other colors, but we've had some gorgeous sunsets since we've been here. But I give you my updates, so if this is your first time, please subscribe to my channel. Please like my videos. I'm new to this ranching thing. Definitely new to the construction, building a house thing. I've worked construction before, but it was mostly industrial stuff, and I've never thought about building a house. So if you got some tips, some tricks, some, hey, I seen you doing it this way, or talking about doing it that way, and I've done it that both ways, and I've done it, this way and that way and the other, and the other was easier than what you're doing, please leave me a comment, let me know. I'm always eager to learn. I try to learn something new every day. I believe sharing knowledge is the best gift we can do, because if you don't share your knowledge, it's just wasted. So you keeping it in. Plus these mosquitoes are coming out now that it's cooling off, some mosquitoes. So I'm gonna end this. I'm gonna cut it short. But again, please subscribe if you haven't. Please like my videos. Watch the video. Please watch it in its entirety. Also, I guess I should have said that at the beginning. Maybe I need to start doing that. But please watch my videos. It helps the algorithms on YouTube for my channel. So like, subscribe, comment. I'd love to hear from you. I love talking to people. Watch my other videos where I just ramble on for good gracious. But I love talking to people. I love to learn stuff. I want to help you learn something. That's kind of what I'm doing here, is just bringing folks along on this journey. So with that, I will bid you all a great weekend. It's Friday night. Some people would say Friday. It's not my thing, but all right, cool, whatever. But anyway, so have a good one. Like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff for me, please, please, please. It helps me out. And I will leave it. Max signing off with Go Big Orange.